with my correct screen.
Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is about what happened to date through the annals of history, or recorded history. Join us as we delve into yesteryear, not only for interesting and important happenings, but to possibly even answer questions you don't know you have. The sources of this information come from the smart device application Today in History, What Happened Today in History,
on thisday.com,
and historical calendar. For links to those sources, the music in the background, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Please go check our link tree. Go check out ASFX. I should probably have that as their own link in the underbar, honestly, because they are their own entity. But yeah, anyway, I am A.O. Xander.
I am Who is Alice?
And you are you, viewer. Today is Sunday, aka Sunday, August 20th, 2023. Do you want to start us off here in the year 2?
Oh yes, 2 AD. We got Venus and Jupiter in conjunction. Possible astrological explanation for Star of Bethlehem.
Ah, alright.
Possibly, but I heard he wasn't actually really born till 32 AD, or no, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of historical jargon around all of that.
There's a gap in his life.
Christianity didn't really start taking its stride until 300, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
we're gonna move up 998 years in the future here.
Oh, we're at the year 1000. The foundation of the
Sorry.
In the year 1000, we have the foundation of the Hungarian state. Hungary is established as a Christian kingdom by Stephen I of Hungary.
All right.
Oh yeah, look at that shit.
And that makes me wonder, though, did Turkey come afterwards? Because, if you're hungry, you have to go get turkey. Yeah, so.
Oh, well, then you gotta go to sleep, so.
Yeah.
Then you go to Minnesota to a town called Sleepy Eye.
Well, no. Then there's the Ottoman Empire in the same area. That's what happened.
Oh, yeah, you could just rest up on an Ottoman. You're right.
Wow.
Oh, damn. Phew. Poof, mind blown.
Yeah.
Anyways. Oh, God. We're weirdos. What year is this? It's right on my crack. Okay, you're 11.
It's right on your what? It's right on your crack? Whoa.
So the crack on the screen of my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
I should have probably finished that sentence, but then, Anyways, in the year 1191, we have Crusader King Richard I kills 3,000 Muslim prisoners in Akko.
That's not nice, but... Yeah,
that's not nice at all.
Richard the Lionheart.
The Crusades were evil, but I guess,
well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily evil, but, extremely misguided. But, it wasn't just the Christians who was killing each other. Don't forget, the Muslims, they launched jihads, so...
Everyone's killing one another.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on up to 1391, Conrad von Wallenrode became the 24th Hochmeister of the Teutonic Order. All right.
Hochmeister, I like that.
Hochmeister.
What is a Hochmeister, though? Can you really quickly look that up?
Let's look that up here really quick, actually.
I'll give you 20 seconds.
Let's see. The Grand Master of the Teutonic Order is the supreme head of the Teutonic Order. It is equivalent to the Grand Master of other military orders and the superior general in non-military Roman Catholic religious orders. So Grand Master, essentially. All right.
There we go.
I'm going to add that.
All right, let's move on up, buddy.
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm going to add that to the underbar of the description below, post-show, of course, as usual. Going to move on up into 1566. Iconoclastism reached Antwerp in Belgium. The cathedral's interior was torn apart by Protestants. Whoa. So, iconoclastism. Let's look that up here really quick, actually. So, the action of attacking or assertively rejecting cherished beliefs and institutions or established values and practices. Oh, so basically what the left is doing with everything today. All right. The rejection or destruction of the religious images as heretical, the doctrine of iconoclasts. And there is a wiki here. So for further reading on this, if anybody is interested, the link to this, once again, will be in the underbar description. Post-show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Interesting stuff here. But then, moving on up to 1593, the Massacre of the Innocents. In Timbuktu, prominent citizens were rounded up and some were killed by invading Moroccan forces, who then pillaged the city, ending its golden age. Oh, man. Rip Timbuktu.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Back to you, Miss Alice.
Oh, am I reading 1597 here?
Yes, you
All
are.
right, 1597, we have the first Dutch East India Company ships return from the Far East.
Yep, and we were talking about this yesterday, both off and on camera, I believe. Actually, no, we didn't have a show yesterday, but spoken about this a couple times. Like, the East India Company was just a middleman for the British Empire to continue their expansionism legally. So,
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Apparently, I had a slew of cars there, and I couldn't mute in time.
I didn't even hear anything.
Oh, that's awesome. So thank God, I was worried about that. That's why I keep muting here. Anyways, moving to 1619, I'm assuming?
12.
Or 1612. Oh yes, we have in 1612 9 Pendy witches hanged at Gallows Hill. Hanged at Gallows Hill in Lancaster, England.
Wow, so they had a spot just to hang people. Yikes. Gallows Hill.
And they're Pendle witches.
Yeah.
All right. In 1619, we also have the first known African Americans in English North American. Approximately 20 land at Point Comfort or Fort Monroe in Virginia. They are then sold, traded into servitude.
Now, I have looked this up.
Excuse me.
This is factually incorrect. Because right here, because I looked this up yesterday, first black in America. It says here, for example, as historian Henry Louis Gates Jr. has pointed out, Juan Garrido became the first documented black person to arrive in what would become the U.S. when he accompanied Juan Ponce de Leon in search of the Fountain of Youth in 1513. And that's way before 1619. That's 106 years before. So once again, further proof that this source is notoriously leftist and straight up said, oh, the first black people came here as slaves. No, they did not. And you're over 100 years late factually. So I got it right here.
Also, actually, the first documented slave owner was actually an African American.
Yep.
Well, actually an African.
Yep.
In America.
Yep. So, yeah. 1672, moving on up, let's see here. We got former Grand Penitentiary of Holland, Johan de Witt, and his brother Cornelius were brutally murdered by an angry mob in The Hague. Yikes.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez. And 1741, Alaska first sighted by Danish explorer Vitus Bering at head of Russian expedition. All right.
Oh, yeah, there
Russia
you go.
discovering Alaska. Look at that.
Well, it was actually a Danish.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. He was the head of Russian expedition. Oh, that's interesting. A Danish heading Russian expedition. We really are a global world. So, then 1781, George Washington began to move his troops south to fight Cornwallis. Yep.
Oh,
the end of the revolution. Back to you, Miss Alice.
Well, we have in 1794 the Battle of Fallen Timbers.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Major General Mad Anthony Wayne defeats a joint British Native American force at Fallen Timbers. Again, in Ohio, in the final battle of the Northwest Indian War.
Oh. All right. Here we go.
Yeah. We also have here, let me see here, is this 1828 we're moving up to?
Yes.
We have the Hindi reform movement of Brahmo Samaj, founded by Ram Mohan Roy and Gurnath Tagore in Calcutta.
Calcutta! Awesome.
Calcutta. Yeah, I think I did that right. Sorry if I botched the pronunciations, my friends.
Oh, that's just
you know.
par for the course. If anybody complains at us about mispronouncing things, we'll just tell them to stick it in their ear.
You.
Ew.
Anyways, I think this is my last one here, right?
It's short, so we'll give you another one after this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's short. I'll just do this one. I thought I did. Oh, no, you know what? You do it.
Okay, 1856, Wilberforce University was formed in Ohio. Ohio. And 2 years later, in 1858, Rudolf Virchow's groundbreaking medical text Cellular Pathology was published in Berlin, establishing the basis of modern medical science. Ooh. Cellular Pathology. Let's look this up here real quick. Let's see.
I like how we both said Ohio at the same time.
I know, right? In the same way, too. Like, I didn't know you did that. So,
That was not planned, my friends.
No, that was off the cuff right there. But
Yeah.
that just further proves, like, we all share a universal brain cell. So
Yeah.
But
Oh
it
gosh,
says
this is
here-
a study of organs and tissues.
yeah, it is used to diagnose illnesses and medical problems similar to other branches of medicine, such as blood testing, radiology, blood transfusion, and biochemistry. We analyze the causes of certain diseases and the effects that they are having on the body. Dang.
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, that
1858.
does. It does it is kind of self-explanatory there.
Yeah. Well,
But at the same time, for those who don't know, but yeah, like it's a crazy thing.
yeah. Well, I didn't know the exact semantics of cellular pathology, but now I do.
No, I didn't either. I knew like the basics of it, but I didn't know all that.
Yeah. Anyway, 1865, President Andrew Johnson proclaimed an end to an insurrection in Texas. So I
Ooh.
believe that was when Texas was trying to be.
It's
Well, they were their own
Texan
state, but
insurrection.
eventually they became part of the U.S. They were their own country at one point, though. So, but
Yeah.
wow, okay. Then while that was like 1 year after that, in 1866, President Andrew Johnson again formally declared the U.S. Civil War over. So, like 1865 into the insurrection, quote unquote, and then 1 year later into the Civil War. So wow, this guy is like the war ender, Andrew Johnson.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Moving on up to
Wow.
1882, Miss Alice.
Well, in 1882, we have Pyotr Ilyich Tucholsky, Tucholsky. The 1812 overture debuts in Moscow.
Now I think I've heard this.
Tucholsky, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a really good composer.
I just want to
Oh
hear
my
like I just want to hear a little bit of this. Oh, this is the one with the
Tucholsky? Oh my God,
cannons.
the
Is this
1812?
the?
It's infamous, dude.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it was banned in the movie V for Vendetta, as
What?
he blew up the Old Bailey.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's the song that he's playing.
What else do
Yeah,
we got?
Tucholsky. Well, we have here, in 1886, we have the second saloon exhibition by Society of Independent Artists held in Paris. Includes Georges Seurat's Sunday Afternoon on the island of La Grande Jatte.
Le Grand Yachte, I think. I'm not sure, but let's take a look at
Got
that.
it, yeah.
Oh, it's this one. Okay, yeah, this is the one. Like in Family Guy, Stewie was staring at it, and like they zoomed in on the face of the little girl, which is like kind of frightening. So.
Actually, in the food court on I think it's the third floor of the Mall of America, they have this mural done right there in the food court. I don't think it's there anymore, but that's where I first saw that painting before.
Huh. What else do we got?
Well, what we also have here is in 1888, we had the longest U.S. men's single tennis tournament match. Palmer Presby defeats T.S. Toller 19-21, 8-6, 6-1, 6-4 in a 80-game first-round contest. What the heck?
Wow. 19-21? Yo, like, I have not seen a score that high, to my recollection, in tennis.
Jeez.
That's kind of crazy. Moving on up.
That is insane.
Yeah, 1893, Seschitia, the ritual slaughtering prohibited in Switzerland. Yeah, so like, religious ritual slaughtering of animals for, like appeasing the gods or whatever. Prohibited in Switzerland, so yeah.
No more animal sacrifices.
Yep, but that just means everybody went underground. So, and 3 years later, 1896, the dial telephone was patented. So yeah, like the old rotary phone, like, which give a kid a rotary phone today, try to have them figure out how to use it. They won't. they have no idea.
When I was in Okoboji, they had an old school rotary phone where where you picked it up and held it in one hand and the nozzle to your ear.
Oh wow! Oh, it was the original like spin thing, like to give it power. You're talking about
the one that like where you held one end up to your mouth and the other into your ear.
Well, like you held them both, or because I do know like there's wall-mounted ones where you take the thing off and you have it in your ear, and then there's like a thing at the bottom that you talk into.
Yeah.
So.
No, this is the one where you can pick one up with your hand and then the other into your ear.
Ah, yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Old wall-mounted phone.
Well, it's not a wall mount. This one's like you can put on a coffee table.
Oh yeah, but this is what I was talking about right here. Like this has like the little thing on the side. You speak into that, and then you crank that. So man, phones have come a long way. But no, like back when I was a Grubhub driver, I did a pickup at this one place, and they had like an old a tabletop rotary phone, with a spin dial, and they had actually like somehow finagled it. It was their actual phone. When I had called them, to put in the order and all that stuff before, they answered on that phone. I'm like, oh, that's actually functional. Oh, that's actually your phone. Like, whoa, like that's awesome. Oh.
There's some people who actually they're still functional. Most of them can be.
Yeah. Anyway, 1900, Japan's primary school law was amended to provide for 4 years of mandatory schooling. All right.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. And back to you, Miss Alice. This one's actually, I'll take this because this is kind of sad.
Yeah,
901, the Fawcett Commission visits Mafeking concentration camp in Cape Colony. Whoa. Why is there, what? If anybody does so wish, please educate us in the comment section below about this particular event, because I want to know more, but I don't have the time right now to look it up. So, yeah. But now back to you, Miss Alice.
Yeah, so we have 1905. We have an event of interest here. We have the Chinese revolutionary Sun Yat-sen forms the first chapter of Tiongming-Hui, a union of all secret societies determined to bringing down the Manchus Qing dynasty. Actually,
I think it's the Qing dynasty is how it's pronounced.
Yeah, Qing dynasty. Yeah, the Qing dynasty. Yeah, Qing dynasty.
So yeah, so like the father of modern China, we're not talking about like the CCP or like Taiwan or anything like that. Like the father of all of that, because this was 1905.
Yep, it was. We also have in 1908 the Great White Fleet. America's Great White Fleet arrives in Sydney, Australia, to be greeted with tremendous welcome. 221 American sailors desert to remain in Australia.
Yikes.
Wow.
Whoopsies.
Oopsies. Then we have 1908. We have Congo Free State becomes Belgian Congo. Oh.
And why don't you take this one here, because you'll probably get annoyed at it.
Oh. In 1912, we have the Plant Quarantine Act goes into effect.
Oh, you heard that, Alice. You got to get rid of your tomatoes.
Damn it.
Moving on up.
My boyfriend sold them anyway.
Yeah, he needs to get a better green thumb.
1913. There you go.
Yeah, we got 1913. The first pilot to parachute from an aircraft was Adolphe Piguet in France. And this is just before the First World War, so...
The Jacquois.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, I think the parachute was invented by the French.
Sounds French.
Yeah, and I know the hot air balloon was. The Montgolfier brothers or whatever. But then we have, while that was happening, the Pyotr Nestero first flight in Kiev, Ukraine. So this is obviously an aircraft, but let's take a look at it. Oh. Well, I guess it's the guy then. Okay, so this was his first... flight. Okay, cool. What else do we have here? Moving on up, 1915, Chicago White Sox obtained shoeless Joe Jackson from Cleveland for Robert Roth, Larry Chappell, Ed Kefler, and $31,500. Jackson was later involved in the Black Sox scandal 4 years later in 1919. And we've spoken about the Black Sox scandal a couple of times and whatnot. Miss Alice, 3 years later, what happened?
1918, World War I. Britain opens offensive on the Western Front.
So I wonder if this is like, the Battle of the Somme or whatever, like when they opened a thing or something, because that would be rather, you know what, let me look this up here. Today is August 20th, 1918, Britain. 1918 Allied counteroffensive. Okay, what is this here? The spring and summer of 1918, replenished by new divisions transferred hurriedly from the east after the crushing defeat of Russia, the German army launched a bold new campaign on the Western Front. Okay, well, yeah, oh, here we go. So that's what so here we go. 18th July, having rebuffed the last major German assault, French forces in the Marne area launched a surprise counterattack. This marked the beginning of the 100 Days, an Allied counteroffensive that finally broke the military stalemate on the Western Front and brought the First World War to a close. Whoa,
there you go.
That's pretty significant. Why is that not highlighted? Like,
that's a pretty significant thing. Yeah, I would agree.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. That should be highlighted. Wasn't it? It might have been highlighted last year, actually.
Yeah. Well, like, I gotta start saving these things because, like, you know,
Archive
within just 1 year, we're seeing a lot of differences, and it's really concerning as a historian seeing history literally be rewritten within a year. Like, we have evidence, we have videos. You know, just look at our videos from last year and the year before. Things are being reworded and changed and straight up omitted, and entirely new things are being put in. So it's weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, what else do we got here?
Well, we have here we have 1920, the first commercial radio station, 8MK, which is WWJ. Detroit begins daily broadcasting. Huh. We talked about this last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also have here, we have a sports history event, 1920, same day, same year. American Professional Football Association forms. Jim Thorpe installed as president, later to become the National Football League for the NFL.
Where's Ramaser? That is that's so him right there.
Yeah. Do you know there's a town up here in Pennsylvania called Jim Thorpe?
Huh.
Yeah. More you know. Yeah. Anyways, same day, same year, we have in 1920, the Israeli publishes its first medical journal, Ha-Rafa.
Huh. All right,
but it's your turn, my friend.
You know, why don't you take this, because this involves, you know, the fairer sex.
Oh, yeah. I suppose. We're going to move up 2 years today. 1922, Women's World Games. First track and field competition for women conducted over 1 day at the Pershing Stadium in Paris. De Jacquois. In Paris, France. De Jacquois at it again.
You know, every passing day as a historian, I learn more and more that France, you know, has a lot bigger of a footprint in history than a lot of people actually give them credit for.
I know.
So
we like to make fun of them a lot, but like I do very much. I like also the way they innovated like cooking was something to be held in itself. French cuisine, I tell you.
Yep.
You damn Jacquois and being so good at things.
Anyway, 1926, we have Japan's public broadcasting company, Nippon Hoso Kyokai NHK, was established. All right.
Ooh.
And 1929, we have the first airship flight around the Earth eastward was completed. Cool.
Going east.
Yeah. And 1939, we have the first black bowling league was formed, the National Bowling Association. Where is that?
Oh yeah, bowling? Heck yeah.
First black bowling league,
bowling.
yeah.
I love bowling.
Back to you, Miss Alice.
Well, we have 1940. We have event of interest. British Prime Minister, Churchill, says of Royal Air Force over never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many, so few.
Yes.
Yep, that's what it says to the Royal Air Force. Yeah. So.
Basically, like giving a lot of thanks to the RAF because, like, they really kept the Germans, you know, from.
Dude, the Air Force. Yeah. You're absolutely right, dude.
Well,
like,
speaking of that,
we're gonna move here to 1940. Same year, we have Hitler. Will have.
You're breaking in and out now.
Fighter. Oh, am I? Hang on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, Hitler will have to break us or lose the war. The first Polish fighter squadrons fight alongside allies in the Battle of Britain.
Hey.
Yep.
So Poland's helping us. Nice. Huh.
Ooh, and I've got a murder of interest on the same day.
A murder of interest.
Dude, I'm doing a triple threat for 1940. Murder. Yeah. We have Luis Buchalter is indicted on murder charges in Los Angeles for the killing of Harry Greenberg, a mob associate of casino owner Mayor Lansky. and mobster Bugsy Siegel.
Ooh, Bugsy Siegel was involved in this. Whoa.
Hi-oh,
Wow.
Nikes. Oh gosh, look, you got to go.
I do. He's coming up. Before I get there,
Ooh.
though, 1941, police raid the 11th district of Paris, taking over 4,000 Jewish males.
Ooh, ouch, yes.
1 year later, 1942, dim-out regulations were implemented in San Francisco. Yeah, I was just watching a video. That's my catchphrase. I saw a video, I believe just yesterday, about like the efforts that we in the U.S. Put during the war effort, dimming out lights. There are actually like special headlights for cars to like focus the light on the down on the ground rather than in front to minimize how much light is seen. Like everything was shut down. Homes and everything were given like blackout curtains and all that stuff. Like so that way the enemy can't do a flyby or anything like that and see where things are. Not that they can touch us, because they didn't really have much capability. They did get here, the Japanese, balloon bombs, and then of course the Germans came here on their U-boat and tried to sabotage that one generator under Grand Central. So it's not like we were out of their range, but as far as actual like serious combat, we weren't really under much of a threat at the time.
No.
So, but 1944, here we go. French General Charles de Gaulle returned to France. Yes, back home.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Anyway, back to you, Miss Alice. We have a 1945 here.
1945, we have 17-year-old Dodger Tommy Brown becomes the youngest player to hit a Major League Baseball home run in Brooklyn's 11-1 rout of Pittsburgh Pirates at Ebbets Field.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
17-year-old, man. Tip
Yeah.
my hat off to you. And then anyways, 1947, we're going to move to the Boston Braves, hit 1 million attendance for the first time.
All right.
Damn. We're also going to do same day, same year. Turner Caldwell in D5581 sets aircraft speed record of 1,131 kilometers per hour. What is that in miles per hour, though?
I was going to look that up, but first I want to see this aircraft he did that in, and whoa, look at that thing. It's just...
Someone's...
That looks
Wow.
nice. So let's...
That looks epic.
Let's convert this. 702.7708 miles per hour. That's a lot of miles per hour. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What else do we got here? 1949, Hungary, at the time they called Magyar People's Republic, accepted the Constitution. All right.
Oh, wow.
Yep,
There
while
we
that was
go.
going on, 49 as well, we have Las Lajas Sanctuary, a basilica built inside the Guadalajara River in Colombia, was completed after 33 years. Ooh.
Jeez.
A basilica built into the river. I gotta look at this. Like, check this out here.
Yeah, is that a church?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That looks like
Oh my
something
God, we
straight out of
should get-
Skyrim. Like, that literally
Dude,
looks like
we should
one of the
get-
areas I used to, like, I went to in Skyrim and killed a bunch of archers.
Dude, we said oh wow at the same time again. We synced again.
Oh, look
Dude,
at that
we're
thing.
like, oh wow.
I gotta
holy
go check
bucket.
this out. This is a beautiful...
This is beautiful as hell. Like that bridge is so well constructed looking too. Like they don't make it like the, and they said 33 years
yeah.
it took them to do it.
33
What?
years.
Geez, compared to the old cathedrals in Europe, like they did that in 33 years. Made a basilica. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. That's fancy.
And I hope, because my computer's having some weird problems right now. Oh, wait, there we go. My other monitor keeps, like, disconnecting for some reason, so I don't know what's going on. It pushed everything into my main monitor here, so sorry for anybody who's watching this as I readjust everything. I have got to set up my other monitor. Like, why is it... Okay,
You need to
that
go
is
for
working.
4. You
What?
need to have 5 monitors in your room.
That's too much. Anyway, moving on up, 1949. Oh, we got that. 1953, General Fazlullah Zahedi arrested Iranian Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh in a CIA-supported coup d'etat. All right, why
I see 1952, but not 53.
What?
I only see 1952 right now.
Oh, well, because I didn't scroll up here. So this is what I was just reading here.
Yeah.
1953 as well. Russia publicly acknowledged hydrogen bomb test detonation. Whoa. Nice.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah. No, that was Russia.
Yeah, I know. I was
So-
saying like them. Like, yeah, we did that.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, we did that, comrade.
Yes,
Back to you.
He kept to make it up. Well, anyway, so what we got here. 1955, Archbishop Makarov of Cyprus petitions UN for Cypriot right to self-determination.
Yes. All right.
That is interesting. And then we also have here, what we got here, breaks an altitude record of 102,000 feet, which is 3,189 over Minnesota and South Dakota.
Oh,
my
look
home
at that.
state.
No,
And
just
my
next
other-
to your
my-
home state, Wisconsin.
Dude, shut up. Dude, I'm from Minnesota, and my rest of my family's from South Dakota, so that's actually really cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, don't pay attention to Xander saying I'm a Wisconsinite, because I'm not.
She just likes cheese, but who doesn't like cheese?
He just likes to
So-
tease me and about it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
And then
let's
she
go to...
tries to turn it back on me, like, oh, hey, at least I'm not in California. I'm like, yeah, you're not. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm glad
it
I'm not
sucks
in
here. I
California.
agree.
You can't insult. That sucks.
You can't insult me. I'm uninsultable. I'm above such things. Like,
I'm from California, darn it.
yeah.
Anyways, here, let me do my third one here. 1958, Chicago Cubs used first baseman Dale Young as their major league catcher since 1906.
Wow. That's quite
A
a while.
lefty catcher, dude. Dude, I'm a lefty.
Huh. 1 year later, 1959, Belgium shortens military conscription to 12 months. All right.
Damn.
Now you just got to be forced to military service for a year, so that's interesting.
Well, sorry for that noise.
I didn't even hear a noise. Oh.
Oh, damn. This my silence thingy-majigger on here works really well on my phone.
1960, the USSR recovered 2 dogs. They were the first living organisms to return from space.
Oh.
Once again, Russia kicking
yeah.
their ass up and down the line. Oh.
Well, what was the first dog that went up? He didn't survive, did he?
No, the first dog was a female dog, I believe, and she burnt up on re-entry. So
Oh.
yeah.
What was the name of that dog?
First animal in space, Laika.
Laika.
The first animal to make an orbit space flight around the Earth was a dog, Laika, aboard the Soviet spacecraft Sputnik 2 on November 3rd, 1957. Is Laika the dog still in space? Oh, wow. Well, I mean, like, maybe as a corpse, but we'll see. Decades later, several Russian sources revealed that Lakia survived in orbit for 4 days and then died when the cabin overheated. Aw. All right.
Oh.
So, oh well.
Poor dog.
Yep. Anyway.
Say louder. You don't like dogs anyway.
I don't, but I don't wish harm upon things just because I don't like them, So,
Yeah, I know. I know that.
Anyway, 1961. I'm going to rattle this off until we hit 70 for the sake of time. 1961, East Germany began erecting a 5-foot-high wall along the border with the West to replace the barbed wire put up on August 13th. So, the evolution of the Berlin Wall. Started off with barbed wire, turned into a wall, and, continued on. 1964, New York Yankees player Phil Linz played a harmonica on bus despite manager Yogi Berra's orders. What? Like, what?
Yogi Bear?
Yogi Berra, yeah. No, like, this is
Hey, boo boo.
different Yogi.
I know.
Silly Alice. You're
I
so
know. I
silly.
couldn't help myself.
In 1964,
Plain
U.S.
words.
President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Economic Opportunity Act, which was an anti-poverty measure totaling nearly $1 billion. In
They
1964.
really did a good job.
Yeah.
I tell you what, dude. It was the best decision he ever did. Hands down.
Yes, it authorized the formation of local community action agencies as part of the war on poverty. These agencies are directly regulated by the federal government. Well, every time our government declares a war on an idea, like the war on drugs, the war on poverty, the war on this, the war on that. It doesn't seem to end well, for them. So
seems like yeah. Anyway, let's move on up.
Yeah, 1965. Eddie Matthews and Hank Aaron from and this was going on.
Hank Aaron.
Yeah, I know.
You said Aaron.
Joke, Alice. Aaron.
No.
Anyway, from 1964 to 65, so I think this is the end of this event. Past Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig hitting 772 home runs while playing together on the same team. All right. 1965 as well, Rolling Stones released their single, I Can't Get No Satisfaction. This was their first #1 U.S. hit in the UK. All right. 1967, Alvin Dark, from the age of 52 through 69, so I believe, or actually either from 1952 or 69, I don't know, but this is during this event. He was fired, rehired, and then fired again as the manager of the A's. So I believe this was when he was rehired, and he was fired again in 69. So he was fired in 52, rehired some point, and then fired again in 69. So, yikes.
Damn.
Make up your minds, A's. 1968, during the night, 250,000 Soviet and Warsaw Pact troops invaded Czechoslovakia in response to the Prague Spring. Ah, man. That's that's 250,000.
Jeez.
1971, Miss Alice.
We have 1971. FBI begins.
You cut out.
Daniel Shore.
Yeah,
he was a journalist. The FBI began to investigate of. Yeah. Why were they investigating? Why was he? Yeah, covert Why were they investigating him though?
Well, probably because he was saying things against the status quo. You know how our government is. It always has been the way it is today. It's just the cracks are being revealed because they don't gotta hide behind things anymore. Nobody's gonna do anything because we're all comfortable and pacified. So,
oh God. I'm gonna skip to 1974 here.
This one?
Nope, the event of interest.
Okay.
Just because I just find this funny. So, in 1974, Nelson Rockefeller is selected as U.S. Vice President by Gerald Ford.
What was I just saying? Why is Rockefeller, the rich business mogul, involved in our politics?
I don't know. Money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We have a sports history as well in 70. Yeah, Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan. He measured a record of 161.6 kilometers per hour, which was 100.4 miles an hour. He pitched.
Wow. Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. Yeah, 104 mile an hour pitch.
Is 108.1 miles per hour, set by Nolan Ryan. This is like after or something. So he broke his own record. Aroldis Chapman holds the record of 105.1 miles per hour in the modern era. Though controversial, Nolan Ryan is said to be the king of the fastest pitch. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, like, he's so fast, even his hat is, like, trying to move forward. Like, look at that.
I know. His hat kind of reminds me of a military cap. Oh, gosh. We have a 1975 Viking 1 launched around Mars with a soft landing.
Huh.
Only followed up a couple years later with 1977 NASA towards Jupiter and Saturn, later Uranus and Neptune.
Whoa, what's it doing around my butt?
I don't know what it's doing around your butt, but
get it away from me.
Far beyond it now.
I don't like the shape of the rocket around the end. Let's move on up
here.
Well, before I make a really stupid joke. 1977, 1978, gunmen opened fire on an Israeli let me repeat that. 1978, gunmen opened fire on an Israeli El Al airline bus in London. Whoa. Yikes.
Oh.
While that was happening, Mark Vincenzi of Amherst, Massachusetts, kept a frisbee aloft for 15.2 seconds. All right, so like really good throw, or just like keeping it up, or like.
Oh damn.
1979, the East Coast Main Line rail route between England and Scotland was restored when the Penmansheel diversion opened. Okay.
Ooh. Cool.
Yeah. And you get to talk about this guy here.
Oh. Am I going 1980s here?
Yep.
1980s, New York Yankee Bob Watson hit Seattle Kingdom speaker. Second straight day.
Yeah. So he hits him like is he hitting with a baseball, like a missed pitch or something, or is he actually like punching the guy?
I don't know.
I offer that as a question to our viewers. Let us know in the comments section. But what else do we got here?
Yeah. What else do we have here? We got in the 1980s still. Oh yeah, we have Reinhold Messner of Italy is first to complete a solo ascent of Mount Everest. Oh.
Huh.
He descended to Mount Everest and he was able to complete it. So
By
look at
himself.
that.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, 1980, we have UN Security Council condemns 14-0 U.S. abstains Israeli declaration that all Jerusalem is its capital.
Yep. Once again, further proof that Israel is a conqueror's, violent nation. They're taking over, and the U.S. is its little pawn because we didn't even vote. Hey, if I'm wrong, let me know. Talk to me in the comments section. Like, just look at a map. Go to Google Maps and look for Palestine. You won't find it. So.
Well, didn't Donald Trump recognize it finally?
Yeah, but they brushed that under the rug because he's Trump. So, Anyway, for the sake of time, I'm going to rattle some stuff off until we hit 90.
Yes,
1983, the South African Anti-Apartheid Umbrella Organization United Democratic Front, the UDF, was launched at Rocklands Community Center in Cape Town, South Africa. Yep, anti-apartheid. Apartheid was evil. So.
Yeah.
We have 85 as well. Hand-Spitter Beck of South Australia finished a 3,875-mile, 51-day trip from Western Australia to Melbourne on a unicycle.
Whoa. He did on a unicycle? I think, didn't they make a movie about that?
I don't know.
I think they might have.
I'm not sure. But yeah,
I'll look it up
that's
later.
wild.
Put that in underbar so I can look for it later, because I think they might have made a movie, and that might be an interesting movie to watch.
You know what? Let's see here. Blah 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 movie. Year in history timeline. Blah blah blah. Well, I'll just DM it to you real quick. Actually, that's not what I want.
Do that, and then I'll look it up later.
Go? There it is.
With my own personal interest there. So.
All right, hold on a second. There you go. All right, anyway, moving on up. 1985 as well, Israel, here we go again, shipped 96 TOW missiles to Iran on behalf of the U.S. Oh, God, what's going on? Yeah. And while that was going on, Libya threw out thousands of Tunisian Egyptian gas workers. And I hate it when people like, put in thousands. Is this, like, 1,000s? No, just put in thousands. Like... I don't know. It just irks me. Like, I don't know. Anyway, 1986. Oh, here we go. Where the term "going postal" came from. Postal worker Patrick Sherrill shot 14 fellow workers dead in Edmond, Oklahoma. Holy crap!
Damn.
Yikes.
Yeah, 1988, the first black one. That one is pretty good too.
Yeah, actually, they're both on my list here. 1988, Black Saturday of the Yellowstone Fire in Yellowstone National Park. All right.
Oh, damn.
And we also have a 6.5 earthquake struck Nepal in India. And here we go again. 1,000s were killed. Why not just type in thousands? Why does it bother me so much? Like, anyway. Yeah. And in 88 as well, Peru became a member of the Berne Convention Copyright Treaty. All right.
There you go.
1989, the dredger Bowbell collided with pleasure boat Marchioness on the River Thames in central London. The Marchioness sunk in 30 seconds, drowning 51 people. Holy God. Like,
jeez.
30 seconds. Like, get out now.
Well, 30 seconds isn't a lot of time for a lot of people, too, though.
No,
remember.
I mean, like, well, if you're in a boat and you have 30 seconds to get out from wherever you're at, go through the hallway, go up the stairs, go through the other hallway, depending on how big the boat was, like, and how far you have to travel, you might not even have that much just to get off the boat if you start immediately, like, yikes.
Yeah.
Back to you, Miss Alice. We have Iraq. Where's Iraq? Here we go. Oh.
In 1990, Iraq moves Western hostages to military installations and human shields.
To be used as human shields.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's right. I remember hearing about that. They were using, hostages to absorb bullets. Yikes. Here we go.
We have here 1991. Dolphin player Dan Marino, the quarterback, surpasses Joe Montana as the highest paid NFL player with a 5-year extension for $25 million.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and we also have in 1991 here, Estonia formally declares its independence from the the Soviet Union, or the USSR.
The United States. Yes, we once controlled Estonia.
Well, I didn't mean to say, I was trying to say how the USS stands for, but like...
the Union for Soviet Socialist Republic, I believe.
Yeah, the United
like
Soviet Republic, yeah.
You know, let's look that up, actually.
Then I got a little crumpy with that.
Soviet Union, officially known as the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. There we go.
Yeah, see, I was playing words. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
I wasn't trying to say United
You got
States.
another 91 here.
Oh, yeah, we have 1991 again. We have the United Democratic Front, one of the most prominent anti-apartheid movements, comprising of over 400 workers, church, civic, and student organizations dissolves.
Aw. Well, I guess that's because apartheid got repealed, finally.
Yeah.
So,
There's no
more
reason
to
for
be
it to still
around.
be there.
Moving on up, 1992, England got a 7-363 in 55 overs versus Pakistan, which was then the world ODI record, cricket. So, whatever that
Wow.
is. And 1993, Mother Teresa was hospitalized with malaria. Aww.
Oh, dude, you should do the one on top, though. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, 1993 as well. Howard Stern was fired from WLUP-AM in Chicago. I skipped over it because Howard Stern, is
Nowadays, but back in the day, he was actually like a pioneer.
Yeah, he was actually good, and then he turned. He went bad like a freaking avocado.
May he rest in peace.
He's not dead, is he?
I know he's not, but he's dead to me.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, 1993 as well, the Oslo Peace Accords were signed after secret negotiations in Norway, followed by a public ceremony in Washington, D.C. the following month. Okay.
Wow.
Oslo Peace
There we
Accords.
go.
All right. And back to
in Norway.
Miss Alice. Oh, God, this is not good.
We have. Yeah, I'll do those two here. We got two things in 1994. In same day, same year, Archbishop Coracino wants all homosexuals to leave Argentina.
Wow.
And then also same day, same year, a ferry boat sinks at Chandpur, Bangladesh, killing 300 to 350 people.
Yeah, because it was probably overloaded. They don't have any regulations and such.
Overweight.
Have you seen Indian trains? They just
this was
climb
a
all
ferry
over it.
boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they overweighted the ferry boat.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yeah, well, there's a lot. We've gone through a lot of ferry sinking, and every time I look it up, it's always because of overloading. Buoyancy only works so much. What else do we got here?
Yeah.
1997, Suhain massacre in Algeria. Over 60 people were killed and 15 were kidnapped. Yikes.
Oh, damn.
And I should have given that to you, Lady Death.
Yeah.
365 days later, in 1998, the Supreme Court of Canada ruled that Quebec cannot legally secede from Canada without the federal government's approval. Well,
Dude, I actually remember that. That was a big...
Well, if you want to secede,
I was in
you're
school
not
and we
going to
watched
do
it.
Yeah.
I was in I was in global studies when that was going on.
Huh.
And we watched it live when they said, nope, you can't do it.
Well, of course they say that. They don't want to lose it. The only way to gain independence is by force.
Quebec should just be their own country, in all honesty.
Yeah. And in 1988, we have the U.S. Embassy bombings, in which U.S. military launched cruise missile attacks against alleged al-Qaeda camps in Afghanistan and a suspected chemical plant in Sudan in retaliation for the August 7th bombings of U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania. Dang.
The precursors to 9/11, supposedly.
Well, there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Back to you, Miss Alice. Wait a minute.
Well,
hold on
we
a
have
second. This one here.
2002, a group. Oh no, yeah, we have in the year 2000.
In the year 2000.
Thank you very much. We have the PGA Championships Men's Golf Valhalla GC. Tiger Woods becomes the first since Ben Hogan in 1953 to win 3 majors in a calendar year. Wins back-to-back PGA titles in a 3-hole playoff against Bob May.
Wow, so that took 47 years right there.
Yeah, and Tiger Woods was the first to do it.
By the way, let's do another in the year 2000. So you start.
In the year 2000.
In the year 2000.
In the year 2004, hey.
Okay, go for it.
Year 2004, American swimmer Michael Phelps wraps up the 100 to 200 meter butterfly double at Athens Olympics when he wins the 100 meter at 51.25 ahead of teammate Ian Crocker.
OR, what is that? What is OR in swimming? Let me look that up.
Oh goddamn! I can't remember what OR means. I used to be a swimmer, but
Can swimming reduce belly fat?
we did the butterfly, which is just ridiculous.
Well, if anybody knows what OR means in swimming, please let us know in the comments section.
God, I don't even remember. I haven't swam for like 20 years, so.
Wow.
I should know this. But I used to do swim team. But anywho.
2008, Russian long-distance swimmer Larissa Ilchenko won the inaugural Women's Open Water Marathon, the 10K, in 1 hour, 59 minutes, 27.7 seconds at the Beijing Olympics. Wow.
Damn.
2 hours swimming. Whoa, that's endurance right there. And while that was happening...
Yeah, it's a long...
Yeah,
it's a long haul.
Why don't you take this, Lady Death, because this one's rough.
What is this here? 2008, Spanair Flight 5022 from Madrid to Gran Canaria skids off the runway and crashes at the Barra airport. 146 people are killed in the crash. 8 more die afterwards. Only 18 people actually survived the flight.
Wow. Wow. Yikes.
Yep. They do happen, but I'm glad I didn't die in an airplane crash.
Yeah. Yeah. 2012, we got South Africa became the top-ranked Test cricket nation after defeating England. All right. And we're going to skip over these has-beens. 2015, 30 students at West Point Military Academy are injured in a mass pillow fight. What? How do you get wounded in a pillow fight? Like, what? Okay. In 2016, 4 women's high jump competitors tie at clearing winning height, 1.97 meters at the Rio Olympics, and then fail at 2 meters. Ruth Betia of Spain won the gold based on having no misses prior to the bar being raised to 2 meters. Okay. And then back to you. You got, Olympics. Here we go.
Okay, yeah, it's Olympic time right now.
Yep.
In 2016, South Korean golfer Inbi Park wins inaugural Olympic women's individual with a final, a final score of 16 under par in Rio de Janeiro. Lydia Ko, New Zealand, 11 under. Shanna Shpeng, China, 10 under par.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, here we go.
We have in 2018, measles cases reach record.
You cut out again.
Months. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right. In 2018, measles cases reach a record high in Europe with 41,000 infected for first 6 months of 2018, with 37 deaths according to the WHO.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't trust anything
WHO
WHO
says. I can go off on one of my
anymore.
conspiracies about that, but this is not the show for that.
Yeah, that's something for the peanut.
Yeah. Here we go.
We also have in 2018, we have a Polish immigrant and former volunteer Nazi guard Jacques Polish, 95, is deported from the U.S. to New York to Germany.
Dang. 2018, we're still catching Nazis. Holy crap.
Yeah, he was 95 years old and he's finally paying his things. All right.
Yeah.
2018 again, same day, same year, we have Pope Francis releases a letter to all Catholics condemning sexual abuse, atrocities, and clerical cover-ups. We showed no care for the little ones. We abandoned them, is what he says.
Huh, that's weird. That was not in this site yesterday. Because I for sure would have put that in the script here, but I don't have it.
That's interesting.
Oh, wait, no. I do have it here. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
So,
I was going to say, like, whoa.
Yeah, because like, I'm giving you all the 2018s because we had quite a bit of 2018, so you just roll with it. We have another one here. I got kind of confused.
We have in 2018 as well, same day, same year, Venezuela issues currency, the Bolivar Soberano, in attempt to stop runaway hyperinflation.
Huh. All right.
That's just cute.
Yeah. 2019, computer systems in 22 small Texas towns were hacked and held ransom in a coordinated attack that prompted FBI investigation. Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, right here. Wait, no, that's not it. Here it is. All right. And 2019 as well, NASA confirmed a mission to Jupiter's ice-covered moon Europa to search for alien life to launch 2 years from now in 2025. So yeah, there might actually be some life, some extremely cold liquid water on Europa.
Yeah, because they believe that there's a big ocean under.
Mm-hmm. And 2020 as well, Russian opposition figure Alexei Navalny fell into a coma after suspected poisoning, later confirmed to be Novichok poisoning. And I remember this.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so Putin's out poisoning his opponents out there.
I remember that too.
Yep.
Putin really wanted to stay in power.
And why don't you take these last three here, and then we'll wrap us up. Oh, you got the hard one. Yes.
Oh, God damn it. You jerk. So, we have the first two are going to be in 2022, same day, same year. We have 22 million now at risk of starvation in Horn of Africa. Up 9 million since January, according to the UN, after worst drought 40 years.
That just reminds me of that one comedian who does that whole bit, like, all these people who are starving and such. Move out of the desert! Go to where the food's at! Like, seriously, move!
This is the one you want me to do, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, so we have 2022 as well. We have Misuzulu Ka Zwentini crowned Zulu king at Kwakakanalamanaje
Whoa.
Palace in KwaZulu-Natal province. Ha!
South
Kinda
Africa.
got it.
Wow, Alice, that rolled off your tongue surprisingly effectively. Like, I could make a joke, but I don't want to right now on air, at least.
Oh, God.
This actually is happening today, like right now, today. This is more news than history, but still, if you want, this is the third one.
And the FIFA Women's World Cup final, Stadium Australia, Sydney. Spanish captain Olga Carmona scores the only point of the game as La Furia Roja score a 1-0 win over England. So, wow.
Yeah.
Spain won.
Yeah. And that shall conclude the show.
Spain.
Yep. Once again, please check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, including Monolith 2, all things on the Coalition. Go check out, our link tree. Go check out our affiliates. Abstract SFX Studios does really cool stuff, makes really cool things. Go give them a look-see. Anyway, for your dose of Ask Vince Daily, we stream every day at 11 in the morning Pacific time, which is 12 Mountain, 1 Central,
and 2 p.m. Eastern.
For all of you and all of us, I'm Xander.
I am the lovely who is Alice.
And you, viewer, are you. So until you catch us tomorrow, or if you're interested in how can I explain it? And it's no longer even going to be called Survival Sundays. Like, the name is currently pending. Like, /Suffer or Sprint Sundays. Like, I'm not sure. The Quad S. We'll see. We'll figure it out by then. But we have that show coming up when we figuratively put ourselves up against horror movie antagonists. You know, like Freddy, Jason. Like Michael Myers, you know. Today we're going to be covering Jeepers Creepers.
Survive?
So that's coming up at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, and then we also have Kicking the Peanut at 3 p.m. Pacific time. We have quite a bit of articles for that, so keep your eyes peeled, pay attention, and hopefully you'll see us later on. But yeah, until whenever you see us, whenever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. I knocked over my water. Yeah. Toodles.
Be cool, stay in school, and don't do drugs.